This is part one of my entry to Blender Challenge 7, which is to model a science lab. And like I've said before, this does not have to be a futuristic sci-fi lab. This could be something old-fashioned, and that's what I think I'm going to try to do. Real simple desk. I'm not sure how long this desk is going to be, but we're going to see what happens. Let's just really simple kind of stuff. There's the top. Let's take that Shift D and scale it down. No, let's not scale it down. Let's break it out. And let's inset. Control 7 to look from the bottom. I think that's all right. Let's delete that face. Take this. Let's extrude it up. Okay, now that I think about it, it does have to be a bit smaller, doesn't it? What if I just scale it? Let's see. No, I think I'm going to, in wireframe, grab these, pull them in a bit, grab these, pull them in a bit, and do that all around. All right, now that I look at it, do that. We're going to do that. I'm not going to see this up close or anything. So if I have that, then let's take this face again. Shift D. Let's scale it down. Look from the bottom. Let's break it out now. I think that's going to be too wide. All right, we're just going to make it work. Maybe too much even. Okay. I'll do that on those. No, I got a mirror on those, so I better I'll bevel them. All right, if that's the front, let's rotate this. Okay. What's first? Let's do those sci-fi crates. Okay, now I'm actually going to go back and I'm going to actually delete all of that, which seems crazy, but I've got the curvature I wanted, which is what I wanted. And I am going to delete just only faces and only edges and faces, and that's what I want. Because I want to be able to take these and Shift Control B and do this. Okay. Now I'm going to take this and extrude. I'm going to pull it up and scale Z 0. F to make face. Select it all and we calculate outside. And then take that, and I should be able to get a nice curve before anything overlaps. So like that. Okay. I'm going to take this center piece here now, and I'm going to add inset. I'll give it a little bit more, extrude it down a little ways. And we'll come back here, and we'll select this edge and bevel. Let's see, a few just to round it a little bit more. I'm not going to worry about shading or anything really right now, so. Okay. That's the top. Now, come back in, select this, Shift D to pull it down. We're going to make the bottom section. P to break it out. I'm going to come down a ways. I'll go in. E to extrude, pull it down like this. Scale Z 0 to straighten it out. So I have a top and a bottom piece. And before I do anything else, I want to save this. Shift D, that's going to make the glass part and potentially a couple of other pieces. Break this out, but let's just focus just on that now. I got extra vertices I don't need, so I'm going to select them and I'm going to dissolve them. Probably have a few other extras, but that's okay. I can show you what I'm going to do with this. Nothing crazy. Oops. Heat extrude. I'll be making this smaller, but that's going to form the glass in a little while. Okay, let's scale that in a little bit. Yeah, so let's see. Let's take all this. Let's put this in a new collection. I'm going to call this table. And I'm going to hide that. All of this is going to be, I'll call this crate. Okay. Let's hide that. I need some thickness on this. So I'm going to try just solidify. Let's try that on this one. Also want some other pieces. I can use that glass thing. Let's push it down here. I'm going to copy that up. Let's try solidify on you as well. Let's shade you flat and do that. I want something else on here. Okay, I'm going to start with that. I'm going to copy you down because you're going to fit in there as well. I'll be separating these out in a bit, but here's what I'm thinking. Let's start with the shading. And what I'm going to do is on here, actually, I think I'm going to go ahead and apply the solidify, and I'm going to try a bevel on here, angle, and I'll go for just a few segments. I might be taking that bevel off, by the way. I'm going to Shift Alt and click all of that and Control B and give it, you know, a few segments here. And let's see, without the bevel. Okay. I don't want to get too ahead of myself with working on clearing things up because I got more to do on this. But that's roughly what I'm going for. May have lost my solidify. Or I never put it on. Probably lost it. So we'll see. Okay. All right, so here's what I want to do though. On this guy here, I'm not worried about the shading. I better go ahead and apply that though. Okay, here we go. Control B, separate you out like that. I'm going to put an edge loop there and there. Look from the front, and let's do this on just one side. So let's get rid of that and mirror this. Okay. And I'm going to put a few of these in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Leave those. Okay, let's just make space like that. Perfect. Okay, grab these guys, and we're just going to inset those, and I'll put like a emission on there. Okay, so it's going to be on the other side. Let's put a bevel on that. We're going to switch this to angle. Let's see what I want to do with this. That's going to fit in there. Let's up this a bit. And I can also do some other stuff here. And that's probably what I'll do. And then I'll have an emission in there. Okay, but I'll also do a little bit here. I'll bring this out and I'll just, let's say, what did that give me? I'll do one more, that'll give me 3. So I'll just take these. On the other hand, I could inset them. Whatever. Let's just give it a shot. Okay, so I could have some more lights in there. I'll put on the cavity shader so you'll be able to see better. So that would be there. And then I want another one here, and the glass. I'll just copy it. I could build that again, but let's go ahead and do solidify. I think it's got to be minus 0.02. let's turn off shades. It's bugging me. And on this one, I want to do some circles, cylinders. Let's grab that and bring the cursor there. Okay, let's just rotate X90. Let's keep the default number of vertices. Just a little indentation. I can adjust that. Let's array that. And what did I do? Maybe 3 is enough. And I'll just center this one up with that. Okay, now on this, I want to have a bevel, angle, a couple segments, shade smooth. Now what have I got on this bevel? I got 4 segments. If I go 3, it's probably fine. Angle, arc. Okay, we'll do the same thing in just a minute. Okay, I'm going to take these guys and then select that and end, open up my side panel, click on edit and bool tool, difference. I'm going to go ahead and apply that, get rid of that. And that looks just fine to me, essentially what I'm going for. Now I'm going to pull those down. Take this guy and let's hide these and focus on that. That'll be the glass piece. I'm going to look in wireframe, scale this like that, and scale this in the X. Because I had another one. Well, I might use that. Nah, I can just build another one. And that is kind of what I'm going for right there. And so the glass part would be here, and what you would see on the inside, you'd see from there. I might want to make it taller. All that can be adjusted. Okay, so far so good. On the top, we need some kind of dial or something, don't we? Always need a dial of some sort. And yeah, let's just do something. How about 22? Why did you not come to the middle? Maybe I didn't select it right, or bring my 3D cursor properly. Alright, well, anyhow. Let's extrude this up in a bit like this. And then let's, I don't know what I'm building exactly. I have an idea though. Okay, I need a dial. Come out to like that. Build a dial part there. Come in. Let's bring you down and in a little bit. And just leave it like that for a second. So imagine this kind of punctures and goes through. And what I'm thinking is on top of this there's something. I'll do some more work on that in a second. Okay, let's bring in another circle though, but let's go for like 10. Scale it right down. Okay, and on this one, let's check or deselect and scale in. A bit like that. And then Control I to select the others and Shift Control B. I guess I could round them a bit. Maybe even just like that. Select the whole thing, E and S, come in. I don't know if I got what I wanted. I may not have enough grip on that for like a turning knob. On the other hand, I might. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to make this bigger. And then scale Shift Z, and that's gonna come in. Let's try beveling that. Nope. Okay, weird stuff happens. First try recalculating your polys outside. That's probably the problem. Probably the problem right there. I'm gonna put a few segments and just see if I can shade smooth. Even as one quick bevel. Actually, I'm not sure if I'll do bevel. I don't think I will. I think I will do weighted normal and auto smooth, and just, you know, like throw in an edge loop or two. Actually, I might actually bevel this part because I'm gonna have something sticking through and it would look nicer. Nah, I'm not sure I like that. Let's see, throw a subdivision on it and it looks a little bit better. Alright, anyhow, here's what I'm thinking on this guy. Let's grab the sharp edges. Do I care about the middle one? I might or I might not, I'm not sure. I could sharpen that or bevel that one. We'll just do it. I'm not too worried about polys. I'll bring this down to just one there because I'm going to do subdivision of at least one, if not more. And one might be fine once I do what I want to do here. So let's come in here and bring an edge loop up and down. I better focus just on that because this is not looking too nice yet. Alright. Now this thing here is going to have inset twice. You know, test. It's the usual kind of stuff people do. Let's put an edge loop there. Control B. Just no segments. You know, like that. Right? It's gotta have some of that. Maybe an edge loop here to sharpen that up. Let's bring that stuff back. And the thought was, I don't know why that's there, to tell you the truth. And that's a problem when you have stuff like that. You gotta know why it's there. Let's take this and just extrude it up. And cap it for now. Okay, I'll go ahead and do what I was gonna do. Roll my mouse up a bunch of times. And just leave it flat on the top. And then, okay, so it's not wide enough. Okay, that's a problem. The problem there. Okay, so let's scale this guy down then. It's a double handle. Okay, I don't really like it, and so let's take this and hide it. Let's take this. Yeah. Okay. Let's bring it all the way down. Let's see what if it fits in there. It could go right there. Yeah, so I'm going to bring in that circle again. we're going to do this part again. You know, I'm just playing around here. Let's check or deselect, and let's scale those in a little bit more significantly this time. Control I and Shift Control B, and let's not have it so round. Let's just do it like that. Maybe one more. No, that. Select it. E and S. Come in. Loop tools to change it to a circle. Extrude it up. And recalculate polys. Bevel it. Subdivision surface. Bring an edge loop in. No, bring edge loops up and down there. I'll make this actually 2. And that's a little bit better. You know, sometimes when you're doing stuff on camera, I don't always get what I want right away. I'm going to leave it. And I'm going to bring this up. Up and out. And I think I'll just close that in around it. So let's focus on this. And let's get all these polys in there. And scale Shift Z. Bring it in like that. And I might take these and actually make them a nice circle and bring them in. And the bottom I'm not really going to see very much. So anyways, that's what I was kind of going for. I mean, I could put thread on that, but yeah. Okay, so cool. What's next? Yeah, okay. A little bit more I want to do on this thing, and that is just come down here, straighten that out, and take this E and Alt S, push it out, give it a bit of a base. Okay. I can deal with sizes and stuff later. All right, I mean, you could put all kinds of notches and stuff in these, but let's just leave that as a concept. Well, I'll do one more, and I'll show. And so the idea would be, I'm gonna have a few of these, but they're not gonna necessarily be on the table. They might be. Let's just grab one more, and before I lose it, actually, let's call this crate closed. Because what I was thinking I would do is, let's just move this stuff and see how well it closes. I have to get rid of something. Assume that this could kind of slide up in kind of want, I kind of want it to be like this when it's closed. Something along that line. Okay. So you can pop it open. Maybe you turn that and that opens it. Maybe there's going to be pipes in it. I don't know. We shall see. Let's go back to just cavity without that. Let's do a couple of pieces of glassware real quick. Let's just come back to here. Let's make a little flask now. I'm going to bring in a cylinder. I'll go for 18. And I'll get rid of these faces. I'm going to bring this up. And we'll make an Erlenmeyer flask. Scale that in. Down. 80 extrude. Come on up. Basically going to look like the Apollo. Okay. Pull that down. Let's bring everything up. Okay. Let's bring that in. And I can hit F to make a face. I want to bevel this nicely. Like that. Now I'm going to come up here and select that. E and S, come on out. E and come up. I'm going to put on solidify. Just like that. I'm going to apply solidify. And then I'm going to come in and shift alt and click the side and the top here and delete those faces. Then I'm going to take this edge and I'm going to pull it up, and what I want to do is I want it the same level as this edge, so I'm going to turn on snap to vertex or edge is fine, and I'm just going to snap to there. Shift alt and click this row and this row, Control E, bridge edge loops. And that's my flask. Let's turn that off. Control 1 we could try. Maybe an edge loop there, maybe one there. All right, there is an Erlenmeyer flask. Okay, they can be stylized, it's whatever you want to do. Let's do one more thing. UV sphere, I'm going to use 24 and 12. That vertex is going. That ring. Extrude it up to make the neck of the flask. Let's come down and grab this up from the front. Pull it up so that it looks like there's a continuation of the curve. Control B to bevel, pull, and give it maybe 2 or 3 segments. We'll use a subdivision in a while on that. Let's do the bottom of this. Slash to isolate it. Select that vertex and turn on proportional editing. Just like that. Okay. Okay, same thing. E and S, but turn off proportional editing. S, E, just like that. Solidify, I'm just accepting the default values for that and applying. I'm going to get rid of those and those X faces. Select that edge and pull it up. Turn on snap. And snap to these. Select those. Control E, bridge edge loops. Turn that off. Control 1. Bring an edge loop up. Decide if you want any more on that, but maybe I won't put any. And for this here, I'm going to go GG and edge slide that up. Let's see. That looks okay. Yeah, hopefully that's flat enough. Might work on that later. Maybe that That's too big. All right, anyhow. That is the start for my science lab. And we'll come back next time and we'll do some more modeling.